कूजन्तं राम रामेति मधुरं मधुराक्षरम् आरुह्य कविताशाखां वन्दे वाल्मीकि कोकिलम्। रामाय रामभद्राय रामचन्द्राय वेधसे रघुनाथाय नाथाय सीताया पतये नमः। जयत्याश्रितसन्त्रास ध्वान्तविध्वंसनोदयः प्रभावान् सीतया देव्या परमव्योमभास्करः परमव्योमभास्करः।
श्रीमते निगमान्त महादेशिकाय नमः। In this journey of understanding, appreciating and relating with the Ramayana, primarily the Adi Kavya Srimad Ramayana as given by Valmiki, we have also had the opportunity, Paramatma given opportunity, to intersperse these talks with excerpts from the other regional transcreations and translations. Alongside, we have also had the anubhavam of some of the unique portions of the commentaries on the Ramayana. We have had an experience of Kalidasa's Raghuvamsham, Bhojaraja's Champu, Vedanta Deshika's Raghuvira Gadyam, Narayana Bhattatiri's Narayaniyam, Goswami Tulsidasa's Ramcharit Manas in Avadhi, Bhanu Bhattacharya's Ramayanam in Nepali, the esoteric verses in Tamil by the mystic saints called the Alvars, the beautiful verses in Tamil by Kamban, some of the lines from Adhyatma Ramayanam of Tunjat Ramanuja Eluttachan in Malayalam, so on and so forth. In this journey, incidentally, towards the end of Ayodhya Kandam, when Bharata comes, receives the Pādukās, accepts the Pādukās of Rama upon the recommendation of Vasishtha and heads back to the outskirts of Ayodhya called as Nandigramam. This journey to Chitrakuta back to Nandigramam has so much of meaning in it is what Vedanta Deshika has felt. This 13th century Acharyavarya and polymath came up with a gem of Samskrita poetry called as Paduka Sahasra. He describes the greatness of the Pādukās of the Lord, in Ramayana that of Rama, in Archavatara as that of Ranganatha. So we had anubhavam of one verse, but it is not enough. When you are having such sweets in front of you, imagine you've got Deepavali sweets, you've got Navaratri sweets, then you cannot stop with one. You will want to have more and more and more. When you have jamuns and rosgullas in front of you, will you ever stop with one? How can I stop with just the meaning of one verse of Paduka Sahasra? Here goes another verse. Vedanta Deshika gives a beautiful imagination. Imagine the Pādukās of the Lord are kept in front of us. So, there is one Paduka, there is another Paduka, it creates a small gap in between. So, if you see from the bottom, when the Pādukās come and create this shape, it looks as if Paduka Devi is smiling. Sir, you need eyes for Paduka Devi. So each of the Pādukās has an extension at the top to hold the first and the second finger toe very carefully. So this extension, when you see in the 2D, becomes the eyes of Pādukās. So what are the eyes of the Pādukās? Vedanta Deshika comes up with a verse. Vedopa Brahmana Kutu कुतूहलिना निबद्धं विश्वंभर श्रुतिभवेन महर्षिणा यत् व्यासेन यच्च मधुसूदन पादरक्षे द्वे चक्षुषी त्वदनुभावमवेक्षितुं नः वेद Upabrummana. Brahmanam means that which describes Brahman. Upabrummhanam are those scriptures that take you very close to the Brahman. So the Itihasas and the Puranas together are referred to as Upabrummhanam. Veda and its Upabrummhana. Vedopabrummhana kutuhalina nibaddham. It seems the Vedas and the Upabrummhanas were very happy. Vishwambhara Shruti Bhavena Maharshinayat. Upon seeing Paduka Devi having two eyes, of them one of the eye is the Rishi who has come out of the ears of Mother Earth. Vishwambhara Shruti Bhavena Maharshinayat. Thereby, one of the eyes is Valmiki. So, while describing Valmiki, the poet intelligently uses the word Vishwambhara Shruti Bhavena. So, as mentioned in the earlier episodes of Balakandam, Bhuma Devi can listen to whatever is happening on her, on Mother Earth. Mother Earth can listen or hear through her ears. The ears, as per the Vedic aphorisms, are the ant hills, the termite hills. So, whatever termite hills you find in the forest, in the land, those are the ears of Mother Earth. So, from that has come the Rishi called Valmiki, because the anthill is referred to as Valmikam. He has come from Valmikam, so he is called Valmiki. What are these Valmikams, the anthills? Those are the ears of Mother Earth. So, Vedanta Deshika says, Vishwambhara, the one who supports the entire system here, which is Mother Earth, Vishwambhara, Shruti Bhavena, Shruti is ear. So, the ears of Mother Earth, from that has come Valmiki. Shruti Bhavena Maharshina. So, for Paduka Devi, those two eyes, one of them is Valmiki who has given us Ramayanam. The other one is Vyasena Yacha Madhusudana Padarakshe. The other one is Vyasa. So, we have two Itihasas, Ramayana given by Valmiki, Mahabharata given by Vyasa. So, the two eyes of Paduka Devis, one is Valmiki, the other one is Vyasa. Dve Chakshushi, these are the two eyes. Tvadanubhavam avekshitumnaha. What a sight it is to see Paduka Devi, he says in this verse. Next, how did Valmiki get the inspiration to write this beautiful Ramayana? There should be an inspiration, right? You must have noticed the poets of the yesterdays and even today. They will be seated near the waterfalls. They will just observe the waters flowing. Those waters flowing, the pristine waters, the little sound that comes from the waters that fall and the chirping of the birds, all this gives them the mood, the right motivation to come up with beautiful poetry. You cannot sit in the middle of one traffic junction and write one Shringara Shastra. So you need some inspiration. So Valmiki has given the Adikavya, the first of the poetries, the best of the poetries. Everyone calls it the best. Tattvadarshibhihi, says Shukabrummam in the 9th skanda of Srimad Bhagavata, referring to Valmiki. Purvasuribihi, says Kalidasa Mahakavi in Raghuvamsham. So, be it Kalidasa, Shukabrummam, Parashara, they all have immense respect for Valmiki and his work called Ramayanam. So, if Valmiki has to give this work which has no parallel, there should be some inspiration. So, Vedanta Deshika says, when Goddess Saraswati was walking with the sound of the jingling of her anklets, those were inspiring enough for Valmiki to come up with Ramayanam. Tishtantu shrutayastatopi mahitam jagati tat paduke tattadrik prathanaya tavaka gunagramaya Ramayanam yasya vinda sambhava vadhu manjira shinjarava spardha durdhara pada paddha panitir valmika janma kavi. So, Vedanta Deshika gives a beautiful imagination to the inspiration of Valmiki to give us this work called as Ramayana. In another verse, he now gives us some scope to imagine. You must have noticed in many yoga asanas, very, very experienced yoga teachers, they will stand upside down. Have you seen those asanas where the shiras will be at the bottom? I have not performed any of these asanas. So when you look at them, you will first of all be surprised. What a sturdy body, what control they have over the physical body to stand upside down. Now, let us now imagine Lord Mahavishnu similarly standing upside down. Imagine. Now don't tell we cannot invert God, it is wrong to invert. This is poetry. You have to imagine. Only if you can imagine, you will be able to appreciate poetry. So Mahavishnu is standing upside down. So to stand upside down, he needs support. So he is using his 4 hands. So he is keeping Shankham, Chakram, Gada, Padmam. All that which he holds in his 4 hands separately, he is keeping it in some suitcase. And he is standing upside down. So the 4 hands are the support and he is standing upside down. So the 4 hands of Mahavishnu are like the roots of a tree. Mahavishnu himself becomes the tree. Then where will his feet be? So the 2 legs, they will branch out. So his hands are supporting like the roots. Then there is the trunk of the tree, which is his body. Then they branch out into 2 legs. The 2 legs are the branches of the tree. Now his feet, remember, his feet become the leaves of the tree. The Paduka becomes the flower in the tree. Dharma, Artha, Kama, Moksha, the Purusharthas that we seek from him and which he grants, become the fruits of the tree. So what is the fruit we want? Now imagine you are going to Vishnu. Now who is Vishnu? The tree. What are you hungry? What do you want? Fruit. So that fruit is in the form of Dharma, Artha, Kama, Moksha. What has fructified? See, in the process in botany, buds become flowers, flowers become fruits. So this flower has become a fruit. Which flower? Paduka Devi has become the fruit. Where is this Paduka Devi getting nourished from? The flowers getting nourished from? From the trees which do photosynthesis, which are his feet. Now which supports the leaves or the feet? It is the body of Vishnu, which is the trunk. Which are the roots? His hands. So he calls you, asks you to come and embrace him using his hands, which are the roots. He embraces you, thereby giving the fruit called as Dharma, Artha, Kama, Moksha, which has come from the flower called as Paduka. Are you able to imagine? So Vedanta Deshika says, Kanaka Sarida Nope Kalpa Vrikshasya Bhushnoho Pada Kisalaya Lagna Paduke Manjaritvam Parinati Madhuranam Ya Phalanam Savitri Vahasi Nigama Brinde Sampadam Shatpadana. He goes one step further. Bees hover around flowers and fruits too. Some bees go around the fruits, mostly around the flower. What are the flowers here? Pādukā Devi is the flower. Then that fructifies into Dharma, Artha, Kama, Moksha, which is the fruit. So the bees have to come in search of the Pādukā Devi. Then only they will get the essence. Who are the bees? Rig, Yajuhu, Sama, Atharvanam. Hands are the roots, body is the trunk, legs are the branches, feet are the leaves, Paduka is the fruit, Dharma, Artha, Kama, Moksha are the fruits. So you have got flowers which are Paduka, then you have got fruits which come in the form of Dharma, Artha, Kama, Moksha, and then you have the Vedas that go around as bees. So this is the level of imagination to which Vedanta Deshika transports us to.
Dear Astika reader, I am happy to be authoring a 2-part book on the Ramayana in English. The first part is slated for release in the year 2024. The book aims to recreate and retell the Ramayana of Valmiki, conforming to the ancient commentaries and other allied literature. To receive notifications of the book release, kindly register with www.deshikadaya.org/books. Namaskaram.